やってみます。
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house. Someone had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
そう。返して。帰りたい。ズームイン。
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
House swallowed him up? 家が飲み込んだ。ミルトン・フィンチさん。2003年10月23日に消えたと。ワシントン州。オーカスアイランド。インディアンワイ。インド人とのハーフだね。すごいとこだな。まあ、とりあえず始めてみたいと思います。知れお前。PUBG から逃げるな。
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
なんか1時間半ぐらいで終わるっつってたからさ、このゲームちょっと楽しそうだからやってみよう。これこれすごい服やな。
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
7年前の請求書、もうあかんやん。今日あの後6時間読ませ、手紙読ませてよ。それだけ読ませろや。すごいな、6時間って。
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
ルイス兄さんの葬式以来、戻ってきたのは初めてだった。
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
遺言と一緒にお母さんは鍵を渡してくれたけど、どこを開けるのかはわからない。6時間頑張ったね、こうちゃん。いや、コラゲじゃないみたいな。プレイステーションプラスで
Maybe she thought I'd
ただやっ
know,
たから、
or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
知ってると思ったのかもしれない。それともその謎を解くために私が持ってくるのかもと思ったのかもしれない。ミステリーみたいな。ザ・フィンチです。フィンチ家。上か下か。下行こうか。 ホラーではないはずよ。行かれへんの。こっち行けた。こっちは。行かれへん。あら、綺麗ね。老後とかに住みたいな、こういうとこ。こっち出た。
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
家を相続し
But
た
now I
後
had
の
questions about my family that only the
で
house
も
knew the
今は
answers
家族に
to.
関して家そのものにしか答えられない疑問が、何それ、こいつでも家相続したん。いや、よかったやん。資産税払わなあかんけどな。家賃よりはええやろ。ちょっと待ってよ、なんかちょっとホラーみたいな音してるぞ。やめてや、やめてや。あかんて、あかんて。ちょ、間
The
違えて
woods
いない
around
わ。
the house have always been uncomfortably silent,
家の周りの林は
as if
常に
they're about
気
to
持ち悪
say
い。
something but never do.
あたかも今にも何かを言いかけているようであった。誰が？妖精さんか。あ、じゃあな、これ戻り道や。こっちや。うん。寝てまいそうやな、こういう音楽。あ、でもなんかお家みたいなの見えてきた。お家じゃないな。倉庫。バスケットボール。トラック。
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the
家
way
は
I'd been
覚えてい
dreaming
る通
about
り、
it.
そのままだった。夢で見たのと同じ。そっちはうちね。別の道。こっちにも道あった。ああ。結局上に上がってもこっちに戻ってくるんや。下行こうが上行こうがこの道に繋がんねんな。さっきの。すごい家やで、ほら。増築に増築を重ねたみたいな。こんなん地震とか来たら、右側のあの上の家なんか一発やろ。うちの実家みたいな。マジか。 あんたの実家なんかハリー・ポッターみたいな実家なんかい、こうちゃん。まずどこから、ああ、さっきの、あれか。綺麗ね、お池が。
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
子供の頃うまく言えないけれど、この家は私を落ち着かせなかった。
Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
17歳に何て言えばよかったかわかる。家をそれとったんか、家を。あ、俺これすっごい好きやねんな。こう、風でこうなんねん。すっごいいい音すんねんな。
The house felt like it had always been here.
おお、
Even the swing set was older than my mother.
マジか。のぞきで言葉が出てきたわ。こっからはおお、
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
犬用のドアこぐの17歳の頃の道徳講座。下、あ、戻られへんようなとこだ。おいおいおい、車あ、車やな。これな、俺も昔よくしてた。こうやって吊るしといて、前のフロントグラスが当たったら、フロントグラスのところに当たったら止めるって。そしたら、ちょうど、ここがギリギリのように設定しといて、で、前のスペースがきれいに使えるっていうやつね。あ、
The power had been turned off the night we left.
電気はずいぶん前に止められていた。ちょっと服が見える。普通の家やね。何の変哲もない。ようある家って感じ。お、釣りもしてたよね。
For the first time in years,
久しぶりに
I felt like I was home.
家にいる気分がした。それは今あんたんちやろだって。すごいな、缶詰いっぱいとワインやね。
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
でも家族の代わりにあるのは記憶の抜け殻。そっか、お母さんが亡くなって、だからな。お、家族写真。エディ、おばあちゃんエディス。 さくらさんおいっせ。ルイス、ドーンっていうのがお母ちゃんやね。兄弟なんや。お兄ちゃんがおったんやな、このフィンチさんには。で、これが In Loving Memory Louis Finch。死んではるやん。じゃあ。1988年から2010年まで。せやから32歳ちゃうか、22歳か。22歳でお亡くなりになってはるんや。フィンチファミリーセメタリー。この人たち、そう、葬儀屋さんなんフィンチ家は。それとも、自分の家族用の、そういうスペースがもう、あるってことなんや。
Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
ルイスが缶詰ゴールドで働き出してから、サーモンが嫌いになった。ああ、なるほどね。もうめっちゃサーモンばっか食ってたんやな。あ、こういうの俺すっごい好きやねんな。フライパン吊るすやつ。こういうキッチンいいなって思う。お、なんや
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
つまり自慢してくれるレストラン1軒しかなかったからチャイニーズをしました。あ、つまりこの赤パッケージ、これあれやで。キッコーマンの醤油や。これ知ってる？あれ、キッコーマンのパッケージ醤油ですわ。すっごいな、お前めっちゃサーモン食うやんけ。隙間風がすごいね、この家。本。Dreamer's Tale。Norse Myth。Swedish Hotels。The Book of Sand。Alps。Metamorphosis。Vikings。結構
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
私たちが去った夜のままテーブルは散らかっていた。
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
まるで爆弾が落ちてみんなが殺されたので家財道具だけが無事に残ったみたいだ。サーモンも過ぎて家族が綺麗だったしもう鮭は嫌やー言うて、サバ持ってこいサバーっつって。しかしそのままってもう7年やろ。こんなレベルになってないと思うよ。ああ、おばあちゃんのやつやろな、これ。エディって書いてるわ。あ、これ、さっきのあれか。一瞬なんか見えたような気がした。ああ、なんか違うあるわ。はいはい。はいはいはい。これね。はい。
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
イディおばあちゃんが老人ホームに住むのを想像できたのは母さんだけだった。おばあちゃんぶち込もうとしたのか。ドフィン。綺麗ね。なんだこれ。パブリックマーケット。お。
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
歯が多すぎる笑顔みたいな。家に家がめっちゃあるってことか。あ、ペットね。さっき猫がおったっつうの。
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
なのに、それがあった。After it sank. おお、すごいなんか入ってたぞ、テレビ。7年経ったにしては綺麗すぎる。私んちより綺麗だよ。なあ、7年も家って使われてなかったらかなり劣化するはずやけどな。本。あ、別になんもないか。特に。ここから。釣り？誰？下はハロウィン？誰？アメリカって感じだな。こっちにも行けます。スコーピオンとか標本とか、趣味悪いな。こんなんいらんねん。何？カブトこれ。カブトちゃうな。ちょっとちゃうな。角1個しかあれん。お、何？バーバラ。
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
そして家の株。あ、そう。ちょっと踊ろうか。多動。あ、逆にはいけへんな、こういうのっていうのは。いやー。変わらん。なんか、ポワンポワンって。なんでポワンポワンってしてんの？前は。あそこ鍵開けれるって書いてあったけど、ちょっと無視。まずはいろんなとこ見ていこう。何これ？あ、エディ、ドーン、ヒルトン、ルイス、エリス。手紙がね。なんかあった。
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
悪魔ミルトンはエルシに来ていると信じ続けていた。おい、開けてくれ。蹴破れそうや。お、何これ。
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
夜の混乱の中、たくさんのものが取り残された。これ何？何これ？わからん。
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
これまで来たフィンチ家の一員はどこかに埋められている。何それ？気持ち悪い。何言ってんの？すっごい本やで、これ。これ、ここんとことか、これ、こうやってやることがめんどくさいの、これ。すごいで、これ。本だらけ。何これ。ベイビー。ああ、おばあちゃん用にね。バリアフリーや。
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
母さんも
Then
寝
Edie
室と
retaliated and drilled peepholes.
それにイーディは反発して覗き穴を開けた。ああ、嫁姑問題があったんや。標本とか嫌い。何これ？兜？超？
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
ウォルター王子さんの部屋で私はよく遊んだ。すげえな、これ。
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
お母さんその部屋風じゃなくて後悔したんじゃないかと。まあ、海が好きなんやろな。
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
ルイスは秘密の通路があると言ってたけど、私はそれを信じなかった。鍵？開くんや。
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
思い起こすと、お母さんは秘密を守るのがうまかった。何これ？
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
今こそ、お母さんが何を恐れていたのか見つけ出すときだ。おはようございます。こんにちは。お、すごいな、こんな隠し部屋みたいな。コットンの。
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
壁にかかった絵からして私の前にミルトがここにいたのが明らかだった。ミルトって書いてるもんな。
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
これを読むと私には計画があったように思える思えない。赤ちゃん部屋やったってこと？何？赤ちゃん部屋って言ってもな、こんな窓一つないところに赤ちゃんなんかいとった。俺見せられへん。
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
ドアの向こうに何が待っているのか私には見当もつかなかった。よいしょ。こんにちは。
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
これまでのこと全部がどういう結末に向かうのか。 クローゼット。笛。取れるわけではない。フォーカスアイランドカルピス。よくある高校とかのフラッグやね。女の子の部屋。
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
私はモリーの部屋を覗き穴から見て、モリーさんの部屋なのね。
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
小さいケージがある。モリーの砂でさ、ネズミさんか。あら、かわいそうに死んではるわ。そりゃそうやな、7年もな、飯食ってへんねんもな、かわいそうに。モリー。すごいな。女の子の部屋。Beast of Nature, Monster of the Deep, Bedbug, Nine Lives. カーブド、まあ、海が好きなのと虫が好きやったんやな、この人は。
Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
絵の後ろに入ったような気分であった。せやな。海が好きなんやろな、こんなクラゲみたいなのとか。
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here
おそらくいいよ、ここ
before my mom sealed the doors.
お母さんがドアを封じてしまう前は閉じ込めてたのかな。でもこれ見て、モリー1937年、39年、37年から1947年、だいぶ前、10歳や、しかも、10歳で死んではるわ、これ。しかももう一人の子は、だって1900、言うても60、忘れたけど、全然前の子よ、これ。おばさんとかのレベルじゃないこれ。
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
食べ物を探しに行ったの。食べ物を探しに行ったのか、お前は。
My Halloween candy was all gone.
ハロウィンキャンディーもなくなってた。ネズミの餌はあかん
The
や
gerbil
ろ。
food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
ネズミの餌かけてた。それでも平気。おお、ネズミの餌食っちゃったよ、あんた。こっち1930年、タカちゃんと鈴木さんなわけないやろか。これいくつやねん。80数歳やぞ、それ。綺麗ね。クリストファー。クリストファーって言うんやって、こいつ。
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
クリストファー食べようと思ったけど我慢したの。懸命やな。腹減ってんねやったらな、寝たらええねん。それがほんま一番やねん。どっちやろ、こっち こっちか、こっちか。これ開けへんやろ。こっち行こうか。トイレや。水飲んだよね。水飲む。
I kept eating and eating.
食べ続けた。おいおいおい、それはお前。歯磨き粉やぞ。あかん。人としての尊厳は保とう。食べたの？
I ate a lot of things that night.
あの夜いっぱい。それ作り物やろ。
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
そしたら窓の外で鳥の声がした。
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
巣に帰ろうとしているツバメさん。
I reached out for her.
手を伸ばして捕まえようとしたら、
And suddenly,
いきなり
I was a cat.
猫になってたの。どういうこと？どうしたらいいの？俺それで猫になってかわいそう。俺猫になってスタックしたんですけどどうせ猫やったら上まで登れるわけでもないのか。ヒイラギの実ってなーに？結局だってここで行き止まりやで。これじゃないな。あ、飛べた。
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
静かにしていたけど鳥さんは怖がっていた。お、こういうことか。こら。鳥どこや？おー。鳥さんを追えか。鳥さんあっち行った。鳥さん。 さん。こっちは無理か。
I jumped and I almost got her.
もう少しで捕まえられそうだった。鳥さんどこ行ったの？
I could tell she was getting really tired.
鳥さんはとっても疲れ始めていたわ。テーブルの上乗りたい。テーブルの上のあ、もうなんやねん、もう。鳥さん。鳥さん。あれ？普通に歩いていけるやろ。飛ばなあかんの？鳥さん。
Now I was up in the big tree.
大きな木の上
I
から
promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore.
木に登らないってパパと
All I
約束
cared
した
about
けど。
was eating that mama bird.
でもお母さん鳥を食べたくてしょうがなかった。鳥さん。
I gobbled her up,
木に平らげた。
and suddenly I was an owl.
突然フクロウにな
All
って
I
いた。
heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
葉っぱをかじる音がしたの。なんやこい、なんや、何が起きた？何
Rabbits.
ウサギ？あ、なるほどな。なるほどなるほど。ああ、なるほどなるほど。手前や、もうちょい手前や。狩りをしろと俺に。ここじゃー。
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
私
I
の爪の
swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
俺は今一体何をやらされてんねや。
A mama rabbit.
お？
She was almost too big to carry.
なんか出な
I
いぐらい
started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
喉が詰まりそうだったけど食べてたけど。
And suddenly, I was a shark.
いろいろおかしいやろ。あ、よいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょよいしょ。
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean.
崖を飛び降りて海に飛び、
I was hungrier than ever.
そしたらもっとお腹がペコペコ。ドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥンドゥン。おお、なるほどね。
I
い
wanted
ったれ。
juicy seals.
足利い。もっと太くて大きい。
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
ああ、追い越してもた、追い越してもた。ごめんなさい。FPS ゲームか。
I grabbed on tight, but I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water.
あまりにお腹が
When
空
I
いて。
opened my eyes, everything had changed.
あ、来たら全て。何？今度は俺何？おお。うなぎ的な。あ、ヘビ？
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
5になったら人間の匂いがプンプン。あ、人
I
がい
was
た。
big, but I moved real
私は大
quiet.
きいけど静か。平さん、ウィス、平子さん、ウィス。なんやこいつ。わかんないです。
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
やめたい気もしたけど、そうでもなく。こっちじゃないんや。ここでな。こんにち
After the
は。
last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
あれ、そっちに行ってみたの。あ、
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
つまりはパイプの中に消えていった。なんやこれ。トイレ。
I got closer and closer.
近づいて。お家に帰ってきた。こっちじゃないのかな。
All of my stomach started growling.
すべての胃袋がぐるぐる言い始めた。
And suddenly, I
そ
was
したら突然、
I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything.
ずっと言って
I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
わからん。理解できん。ちょっとごめん。ちょっとトイレ行ってくる。10秒ぐらい離席します。15秒、30秒かな。戻り、すいません。続きもやります。もうなんだかんだ言ってもうすぐ1時間なんねや。トイレに先行ったんやな。じゃあこっちやね、次は。あ、ちゃうわ。こっから来て、はい。こんにちは。俺は猫にならへんねんな。大丈夫やな。
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories.
これらの物語、お母さんは
Edie
知って
would
る。
have, but mom didn't like bringing up the past.
いいだったら違ってる。
Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
モリーと名付けたのはお母さん。まあ、普通言わんよ、そんなこと。どう考えたって、おかしいやん。よいしょ。
I spent a lot of time in Great Grandma Edie's room.
ひいおばあちゃんの部屋で私はかなりの時間を過ごした。これおばあちゃんの時間。すごいな、なんか本があって鳥があって鳥かごがあってデルピー、ああなるほどね、お墓というかボブとか何さっきからカチャカチャ言うとんの。デルピ当たってんのかな、これにこう、あ、多分そうやね、当たってんの。ラーピーさん、これはザーピーさん、ザーピーとかラーピー、同じような。
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
イーリは毎年私に手袋を編んでくれた。
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
イーリはすでに彼の記念を始めていた。死ぬ前から。バーバラ、モリー、ウォルター、カルビン、サム。1943年やろ今のちっちゃい子が。 こっちはね、もう1971年とか、1993年とか、エディスっていう子2004年、これが主人公やから、もう、この家めっちゃ古いってことやね。年季入ったミシンやな。1988年から2000
Her room was like a museum.
彼女の部屋は博物館みたいな感じがした。
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune
ノルウェ
and
ー、
misfortune.
その富と不運からフィンチ家は有名だった。それだけ？あ、こうか。
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son,
フィ
Johan.
ンチが一時期の名にかかった一番最初の受刑者は、それが死の僕と生まれたばかりの。
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
家と共に船出する。すげえ。家ごと。家ごと。呪いから逃げる。
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
家ごと、家ごと。
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
オーディンというイギリス弁、そして赤ちゃんの森は新天地のオーカス島に上陸する。へえ。
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
新しい墓地で最初に生まれるのはオーディンとなった。あ、やっぱだから家族専用の墓地があるんや。
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
アイデンスか。誰？彼の娘イーディはすでに新しいフィンチ家の屋敷の夢を見ていた。これだけか。
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
この一族にどうもない欲があるにしろ。なるほどね。そうなんやね。The Mystery of Death。つまりまあスウェーデンかどっかで富豪やったと、このおっちゃん、オーディンさんは。で、けどめっちゃ不運が続いて、もう嫌やっつって、俺は家ごとアメリカに行くんだっつって言って、波に家が飲まれて、おじいちゃん死んじゃったと。で、この子のひいばあちゃんと、ナイスコメンタリー、ブラボー。そういうこっちゃね。おばあちゃんとその時の旦那さんが流れ着きました。Shrine sketches. What's that?
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
地球の屋敷の下に住んでいるとモグラ男をつけるその下を受けたこと。Mole man beneath the Finch house. この帽子いいな。こういう帽子すごい好き。
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Edie won't go. 72-year-old woman refused to evacuate because of a little forest fire. ああ、なるほど。山火事ぐらいで私は避難なんてしないわっつって。Molly Constance。Barbara Concept。Mural sketches。Built 1937スベンっていうのがこのひいばあちゃんの旦那さんやったですね。1937年に作ったと。
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
なるほどね。Tragedy strikes Finch family. Celebration turns. Dragon kills Finch. なるほどね。なんか気になるのこれ。開けられへんのか。
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
90代になっても彼女は母親ですか。90歳。元気やったんやね。こんなもんか。こっちの奥見てない。スベン。ああ、行かれへん。なんもないわ。シュネルコファイト。ごめん。シュネルがわからん。はい。趣味悪っ。
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
サムおじいちゃんの最初の妻だ。
It was a pretty big trace.
それはかなり大きな存在。ああ、趣味悪いよこれ。ああ、でもまあおばあちゃんやからね、椅子に座りながら風呂にね入らなあかんからな。薬もあって。マウントレイニアナショナルパーク。お、なんや。鍵。There is a secret in the bathroom by Sven and Eddie Finch.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
バスには秘密が隠されている。
It's in the last place you would look.
それは誰もが普通は見えないところに。
It isn't in the cupboard.
It is in the cupboard.
It's hidden in this book.
It's hidden in this book.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Where do you live? Ho Chi Minh? Ho Chi Minh? No. I live in Los Angeles. Ah, 暗室か。Is this it? Calvin Finch. Don. Sake. Couple turns land into a native heaven. ああ、あれか。Couple turns land into a native heaven. だから、自然のところを二人のカップルが天国へ作り上げたみたいなことですな。新しい部屋。サムさん。ここからは暗室に逃げたいね。サムさんは写真が好きでした。Enlist. Join fight on フォートカルビン。こっちはフォートサム。おー、なるほど。ミリオタやったよね。で、フットボールのスタート。
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin.
サムおじいさんが双子の兄弟がいたのを知っていた。
And that he never talked about him.
そして誰も彼のことを話さない。To command center. What the hell? 何これ。ちょっと待って、まだ行きたくないって。それはまだ後で。早すぎ。まあ、だってこっちもあるもん。こっちもあるし。Your favorite food? My favorite food? Mexican food. Samuel Finch. Yeah. I like Mexican food. 特に何かあるわけじゃないか。こっち Explore the universe。 コマンドセンター行こう。
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
おじいちゃんも母さんと同じようにその後の歴史が嫌いだったのだろう。おお、かっけえな。からクリア式すぎるやろ。こんなん作ったって。どういうことや。
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
あ、ボベラさんおいっす。探偵。
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom.
またマッシュルームを食べる。
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again.
まあ
And
ま
he
あ。
wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly. But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
すげえ。すげえ。
The day he made up his mind to fly.
飛ぶんだとそう決めた時実行したの。ありえるか。
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
じゃあカルビンって子は落ちて死なはったんやね。あれで多分。
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
イーディは部屋の半分、カルビン側を立ち入り禁止にした。なんか見えた気がした。ちゃうんか。ああ、1961年に亡くなってってことか。これで終わりかな。ここ
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
サムおじいさん18歳に対して二度とその部屋には戻らなかったと。サムおじさんね。キャプチャー。ミリオタ。こっちか。そうしよう。じゃあ行きまーす。
The passages were a pretty tight fit.
通り道。
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
小さな手や胴回りに合わせ作られたのは明らかだった。あ、こっちにも何かある。こっちには何かある。とりあえずこっち行こうか。 バーバラ。バーバラのとこ行く？先に。ちょっと待って。ここのとこ。なんもないか。特にはなし。こっちは上、また上がっていけると。電気がつながってる。まあ、とりあえずバーバラ攻めようか。バーバラ・フィンチ、チャイルドスター。What have they been doing? Where are they now? あの人は今みたいな。チャイルドスターやったんや。
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
この頃はバーバラは子役スターというイメージがいつもあった。My friend Bigfoot, Barbara Finch. Now show. あ、すごいなんか、ショーみたいなのもらって。バーバラ・フィンチの人形とか。ハリウッドみたいな。Seattle Ballet Company presents Swan Lake。バレエやね。スワンレイク。スワンって何て言うんだっけ。忘れた。鶴じゃなくて。あ、また戻るのか。これは。戻らんで。あ、白鳥の湖か。スワンレイクは。バーバラ。自分好きやね、あんた。
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
どんな風に辛かったかなんて考えたことはなかった。バーバラさんは1944年から1960年、16歳でお亡くなりになられてます。
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
おー、さっきのオルゴールはもっと巻けばいいのか。
Right on cue. She reached for the music box.
俺が回すんかい。
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent. She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
おう。おう。オッケー。
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
またか。上上がられへんの。あ、違うか。本か。本だら。
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the Hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
なんや。こっちか。
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
はいはい。
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
中から？
Oh dear.
なんてこと？
The monsters had come to surprise her.
怪物を驚かせに来たのだ。
It was a dream come true.
バーバラには夢のようだった。
She saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
聖時代の演技を捧げた。
I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
不気耳。なんやそれ。
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
ですって。ああ、これが多分それはあれか。ハッピーなんとかかんとか。てか、絶対こんな形で残ってるわけない。鍵はあかんのね。じゃあここから戻るしかない。
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
私がオルゴールで遊ぶのをなぜお母さんが嫌がったのか今になって分かった。ね。お、なんやこれ。
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
とりあえず上行くか。
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left. It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
カルビ。
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
あ、これはさっきのあれか。半分に割ってたやつな。グレゴリー。
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
めっちゃ部屋いっぱいあんねんな。これがエディさん。さっきのところやね。
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
奇妙な家やの。さっきのところ。モリーのところね。
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
隠し部屋ばっかり。これやね。こっちやね。こういうのいいよね。ガレージのところにこうプールテーブルがあるんで。ガレージっていうかワッシングルームだけど。特にここにはからくりはなるね。確かスベン。
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
あ、将軍の注射まだする。鹿は立ち入り禁止。まあ基本的にはな、なんかこうツールとか危ないものがあるから子供は入れないよね、ベースメントには確かに。
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
荷物を持って地下に降りていくのを見たことが。パンチはできなかった。
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
何かプレゼントでも隠しているのかと思った。
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
鹿頭おかしいやろ、ここの住人。これは。
I
これは。 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 あれなんで電気
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
ウォルターはどこに行ったのか母さんに聞いたことがある。
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
バーバラが亡くなると彼はできる限り遠ざかった。ピースcereals すっげえ備
If
蓄。
there's a pattern in all these stories,
もしこれらのストーリーに共通点があるとしたら
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
それは私たちの誰もあまり遠ざかってはいられない。トイレもある。ウォルター。完全にじゃあここウォルターっていう子が住んでたんや。1952年から2000。マジか。50数歳まで生きてたんや。
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
そうできるうちにここを出なければ。すげえ、まずここも本屋。
I know it's out there somewhere.
それがどこか外に。
Whatever killed Barbara
バーバラを殺した何か。
and Molly
そしてモリー
and Calvin.
を。さらにカルビン。
Maybe this is all a mistake.
こうするのは間違いかもしれない。
But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Echo.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe. これはペット。Bailey, Oliver, Bob, Shadow, Christopher, Shaz.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Barbara Finch, Walter Finch, Eddie Finch, Sven Finch, Calvin Finch, Molly Finch,
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
それ。
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
潮が良くなるとひょいと顔を出す。あ、家か。
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Gus.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant. I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense. Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
立ち会うか。違うな。これだとこれだとか。赤かったかな。はい。
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
I'm over here, Dad.
Just need to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can hit the road. Quite.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? Please just take the damn picture.
Hey, language.
Did you want to get a picture of me or what? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
なんやこれ。分からへんやな。何したらええんや。
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I definitely won't be moving.
Are you done yet?
Does it? Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your... Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready. Great shot, Don. I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay? Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
ああ、落っこっちゃったんだ。
The Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me. After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Oh. グレゴリ、ドーン、ガス。Divorce contract.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Oh, ついてきてる。
Send over Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. Reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw. Sure made him happy.
あ、楽しい。めっちゃ楽しいこれ。
I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. was slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw.
Oh,
There's
he's
so much
drowned.
I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. Wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
ちょっともうこれで終わろっかな、今日は。
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. Father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus. My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Well,
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family. Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush. I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Queen.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room, until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Yeah, no. Yeah. 失礼します。
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
De ここは開くと。調べよう。お、やってんねー。
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
iSport. Someone. バランスボール。おー。やってんねー。これやっとんな。完全にやっとんな。リーガライズ。
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Substance abuse?
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh, なるほどね。
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small.
小さいところから始まる。
Imagining a labyrinth.
迷宮を想像して。
He'd feel his way about.
周りを探ってみる。
Then something moved.
すると何かがうごめく。
Bats.
コウモリ。
And toads.
ヒガエリ。
And things that have not names.
名のないもの。
He knew it was all in his head.
すべて嘘だと知っていても。おお。
But he took it very seriously.
彼はそれを真剣に受け止めました。
I had hoped he'd find himself.
自分を見つけてくればよかった。
But he found something more.
それ以上のものを。
I worried about him then.
心悪いのことを心配しました。
Daydreaming at the cannery.
缶詰工場で白チュームを見ている。
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
休みなく集中している。
Like a whole new Lewis.
これで新しいルイスになったよ。
So I let him go on.
続けさせてしまいました。
I even encouraged him.
彼を励ますことすらしました。
It seemed very promising at first.
テンポが明るく。
He told me he'd made a new friend.
新しい友達ができた。
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
ルイストピア。うわ、何やこれ。
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
彼の空想は迫って。
He no longer spoke at the cannery.
缶工場でことなく。
But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
関節団に感謝です。
Then one day it struck him
ある日彼は気づいたんです。
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet,
彼の足元にいる
were all in his imagination.
すべては自分の空想。
So he could do whatever he wished.
それなら何でも好きなことをできる。
He held an election for mayor.
彼は市長選挙を行いました。
And he won.
ああ、こりゃそうやろな。
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
気が狂っていってるってことか？
Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. Queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
完全に現実社会がなくなってる。
He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Okay.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh. 彼もうダメだ。おい、正気に戻れおい。 何も掴んでへんぞお前。あかんって。おい。
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Kao naしや。全員顔なしや。
Including the wise Calico who insisted on advising him.
中には助言しようというね。Only.
Queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head. And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
マジか。ちょんぱっぱされちゃったよ。
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
お母さんの部屋なんや、ここ。
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
されてるあの夜のことをあなたに伝えるだけ。最後かな。こんないっぱい文字を屋根にこうやって書いてる人間がまともとは思えんかな。これあれやん。夢のあれやん。さっきの携帯さんやん。カエル。これもそうや。爆発は何それ。これ家やな。
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
これ。こっちから先は行かれへんか。光のある方にしか行けないか。
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
Violin to cello.
When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
You're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
History of the Finches by Edie Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. seeing things.
幻を見るように。
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
存在する。
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
終わり。 エディっていう人とドーンっていう人のやつの絵が描かれてないねんな。まあ、とりあえず最後まで見ようか。3時間。結構かかったな。2時間ぐらいで終わると思ったんやけど、大変長くまでありがとうございました。トロフィー獲得しました。すべての終わり。はーい。飛ばせないのかね、これは。とりあえずじゃあ最後まで。どうもお疲れ様でした。さくらちゃんありがとう。謎が多いっていうか、よくわけがわからんね。ものでした。まあ、呪われた一家だと。どうもおつわりです。ガチオツ。ください、どうも。ありがとう。まあ、呪われた一家でしたと。トロフィーを獲得しました。ありがとう、ヨハン。何それ。で、まあ、みんな死んだと。簡単に言うと。でも、一人だけ、ミルトっていう子が、主人公のお兄ちゃんだよね。主人公が末っ子で、一番上のお兄ちゃんが薬物依存で狂ってしまって、自分の想像の中でしか生きれなくなって、現実世界の本当の自分を軽蔑し、仮想世界で自分が国王となっているところの世界に最終的に行きたくなって、缶詰工場のサーモンを切っているように自分を切って命を絶ってしまったと。で、真ん中のお兄ちゃんは5歳の時に失踪したと。で、死んだか死んでないかがわからないと。で、おそらくはその人のに対しての一番最後、この書いていたレターっていうか、ジャーナルでありましたみたいな感じだろうな。まあ、なんていうか、面白かったけどね、これ自身は。すごい面白いと思うけどな。なんかこう考えたらこれ多分本を読んでいるような感覚やけど、絵がついててっていうか画像がついてて自分でこうやりながらみたいな。何 何？おお、なんじゃ。まだ続きがあったのか、これ。続きって言っても何も。This friend.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
A new game になってる。エディンっていうのとドーンっていうのは俺まだやってないわ。まあとりあえずもう終わります。お疲れ様でした。じゃあね。バイバイ。疲れた。